So,
Yeah, that
I
could be.
don't know.
I think got Salvatore Ruggiero was the big dealer, right? Previous before I don't know if they were all in
Angel.
on it with him all along. No, his brother was first, and then his brother died. His brother died in a plane crash or helicopter crash or something, and then Angelo took over
Right.
pretty much. And then, but you had Mark Ryder and all them other guys were big dealers too, and they were all
Yeah.
up on the Gotti, up, with them. So I'm pretty sure everybody already had, everybody thought that already. You know what I mean? But you know how it goes. If you're just collecting the money and you don't admit to it, or you act like you don't acknowledge it, then I guess I don't know how that would how that would
S-
play out.
Someone said here that it was on the tapes about drugs at Richie. Yeah, but I don't think that Cas hearing those tapes. They didn't release them.
Yeah,
They
that's what.
never.
Yeah, then I don't think he ever got him, and then
He
obviously
never got them. That's why
in
it
December. Yeah,
ended
Oh,
up the way it
Castellano.
did. I think
yeah, I don't think he got
he
him.
never got
So
those
big,
Yeah,
tapes.
so
never
Big
got him.
Lou, was it staged or what? Like, give us your analysis.
As far as what was
Like,
staged?
you think like the you saw the Francis Sammy thing or no? You need to
Oh,
watch it.
yeah. I watched it. Man, I don't know, man. Because at first I was thinking no, but then at the end when Michael apologized, Sammy was just
Yep.
like, "Yeah, I heard him. I heard him over the phone," and he said, "Oh, well, now that he apologized, and you know what I mean." I don't know. I didn't buy that part. I don't know. But then again, he says he blows up, and then maybe he was thinking about it too. Maybe he was thinking he was going to hurt the finances of the program. Maybe I don't know. Uh,
Let me
Michael
which
was pretty hot though. If he's a darn good actor, because we never seen him do that before. We seen Sammy get a little,
yep.
you know.
Well, you know what, Big Lou, who the hell would buy this thing if they're both gentlemen at
I'm
the
not buying it.
table? But who would give a shit if they were talking like nice all for 10 episodes? So I'm sure they
Yeah,
went into this knowing they had to have a riff.
right,
Uh,
right.
well, how are you going
Well,
to sell it?
we all knew they did have one already too, because Sammy. I already knew that Sammy looked at him like, "Oh, you ain't killed nobody. You're not that type of gangster." You know what I mean? You
A
seen Sammy
white
was like,
collar,
well, he was
a
trying to
white
egg him
collar.
into admitting that he killed somebody, kind of. You know what I mean? Which he don't have no type of immunity for that. I wouldn't. Come on, how you gonna expect somebody to say, "Okay, Sammy, I killed two people," or I didn't kill nobody. He just don't answer it. So,
Yeah.
uh, but I really don't like when they keep saying, "Oh, your father, your father." The Columbos, all of them made their sons almost, especially the captains and the bosses. Look at the bosses. Carmine, the last boss, Carmine Persico, his brothers were made. Their sons were all made, right? And you got
Well,
Joe
loyalty,
Colombo, his sons, Anthony and Joe Jr. Then you got Joe Profaci, his son Salvatore Profaci
like
was
the
made.
guys in Boston, they make guys around you so you're safe, you're insulated. But you got to remember, Joe Colombo had a lot of high regard when Mike Francis was like 19 years old. He was almost grooming him when the
Right,
father. He
right,
was like
right,
the
right.
second father, Colombo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he must have thought something. They saw something in him because I know. Listen, if my best friend is a big wise guy and I don't think his son is capable, I'm not going to groom him to go get killed out there. So
Right.
obviously he saw something in Michael. Maybe the bright, the smarts. Maybe Columbo knew things were going to change. Maybe he had the foresight to know that this was changing now, 1970, 71, and that a kid like Michael could make money for them because he must have been
Right.
capable. I don't think Joe Colombo would have really took him under his wing if he wasn't, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't, well, I mean, at the time, Sonny was busted, right? He was in the can,
Mm-hmm.
and that's his underboss. So, they look at each other as uncles, right? The
Yeah,
kids, this is Uncle Joey, Uncle Anthony, Uncle Tony,
absolutely. Yeah.
whatever, So it could have been that, but then at the same time, you got to look at it like this: Sonny was talking about proposing his John, right, the brother, and Michael talked to kind of put salt in the game. Pretty much, no, I don't think that's a good idea, right? So maybe Sonny didn't when it came to his kids. Obviously, he's weaker. He's a lot weaker when he looks at his kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
Look
like
what
said that
you know.
Joe Gallo would have succeeded taking over the Columbus. Joe Gallo was John Gotti light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe
but I
Gallo
don't.
was John Gotti of 1969. That's what he
Yeah,
was.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't
That's
think
what he
that was.
was.
Yeah, I
That
think
was-
times two, right? He was dating all kinds of Hollywood stars.
Yeah.
Suits and
So,
right. He was at the
yeah,
Copa. He wasn't going to stop that if he was a boss. He was going to do more.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Michael says his Sonny was doing that in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
He was like a movie star. Yeah, he was like a
Sonny
movie
was
star.
like the
He was in with
original.
all the celebrities, the musicians, and
Yep.
because he was in
True.
that. Yeah, he was in that that racket. You know what I mean?
Well, Sonny reminded me of Bugsy Siegel. Just that Sonny was tougher, Bugsy was crazier. But if dating starlets, they had that same kind of air about them. Think about it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he got bumped off for making some wrong decisions and who he was
Come on.
in
In
bed with.
Vegas, yeah, in
Yeah,
Vegas,
but
yeah,
eventually it turned out to be a cash cow. You know?
yeah.
All
He
right,
never
so
was
Didn't
around to see it.
yeah, go ahead,
didn't
BT.
Sonny sleep with Marilyn Monroe, right?
Allegedly, yeah.
And then
That's what he said.
allegedly, like when Marilyn was with the president or Robert, that she uttered his name or something. Who knows if it's true or not, right? You heard that?
Yeah, I think after Johnny Russo and Ramondi,
Yeah.
in between
Oh,
that period, in
that's where
between
that
that
shit came
period.
from.
And Vinny Bracco, and Vinny
Okay,
Bracco,
okay.
Brooklyn guy.
Yeah, that means I'm really old now. Thanks, Tom. You guys keep on alluding to my age. I know it. Even Passy, he's passive aggressive. Joe will just say you're fucking old.
Yeah, yo,
there's-
quick.
Yeah,
Real
go
quick,
ahead,
I'm
BT.
sorry, Tom. Vin, he brought a real nice memory to the Avenue Y Flea Market, man. I remember as a kid hopping on the train from Coney Island and going there.
You know how I remember it?
Oh my
I'm
God,
not.
man! Used to meet so many girls. I was like 12, 13 years old, man. Meeting
The
girls.
reason why I
man. It was
remember it
great.
is Thanksgiving is tomorrow. My mom passed, and I went there for her birthday around 1981 or something, and bought her a Remember when the tricolor bracelets were real big, the pink,
Oh,
gold, and yellow, like in the early 80s?
sure,
And
of
that it
course.
was Avenue White. It was a gold booth right there when you walked in to the right, and that's where I bought it. That's what just reminded me of that. Now that I've depressed everybody.
Yeah. When did it close? You remember when it closed? About what year?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a
When did it
shop right
close?
now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a shop, right? Yeah.
I remember Caesar's Bay Bazaar. I used to go there for my Fila sneakers in the 90s.
Feelers,
Yeah.
you remember walking around? That was cool.
That was back in the day.
Feelers, yeah.
Yeah, Feelers. That was a good shoe back in the day.
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah,
pair of white Filas now. They're nice. My fiance got them for me. I would have never think to get them,
Nice.
but she got them for me. I like Fila.
Nice style and profile.
Feeling
My
nice.
friend had a booth. You remember they used to air paint? What is that called? The paint on the jackets, like on the dungaree jackets.
Oh yeah,
Used to
you
put
could
airbrush,
yeah. Airbrush, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
my friend was a graffiti artist, and then he just became like a really good artist. He used
Oh,
to
you
do
can
that,
make money
man.
at that,
Beautiful.
man.
Oh, he made a fight. He killed him, man. He killed him.
Probably.